on the screen right now.
100% one of the best teams we have, still is the best team regardless of their position in the group stage right now. 8.3 average eliminations per round, that is out of this world. Of course, led by Jonah with his sidekick Moshi, one of the best clutch players in the entire world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And of course he's got that Tatsuya to make him even more annoying out there on the battlefield. In the past you could at least try to run away, but now that Tatsuya puts him right beside you and you are out of the lobby. But of course we've got Magic Squad as well, the Brazilians who have been making a lot of noise alongside Buriram Esports, and they are from Group A, and they will be of course attempting to overtake Buriram today, but it's going to take a lot of hustle, Danny.
Yeah, one of the biggest rivalries we have, right? Cross-region rival, Magic Squad against BRU. Of course, Magic Squad is led by GU himself, returning veteran from last year, 2.5 average headshots, also with the Tatsuya as his main character. But of course, when you compare these two teams' performance, it's easy for you to side with BRU, right? They're just so much cleaner, they win more overall fights. But Magic Squads have shown moment that if they start to come online, they can take over BRU.
Magic Squad has been able to keep up with Buriram as far as the placement points have been concerned, but when it comes to the eliminations, Buriram far outclasses Magic Squad, 150 to just 112. But let's take a look at our top 3 knockdowns as well thus far. Peter currently leading the leaderboards here, 91 knockdowns in total.
91 knockdowns is insane, right? And a lot of those knockdowns translates into knockouts. So Peter, one of the rushers, and you think that rushers aren't going to be topping the chart, right? You expect people like Dew to have a top 3 knockdowns, but Peter to don that first place is insane.
Absolutely. So I do believe we're going to be getting ready for our first game of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be on the wonderful, I guess, blue skies of Bermuda. We all know Bermuda. It's a map that everyone knows, and you can't really afford to make any mistakes because it is a very small map. Action is going to break out, but let's have a look at some of our stars that we're going to have to watch out for today.
And we have Don't Cry, Butsin, and Jonah. Of course, BRU, you can't have a must-watch without a BRU member. But I say Don't Cry. Yesterday, when PE Sports woke up, players on the team, right? They debuted in FFSI. They placed 8th overall. Not the best performance, I think, in FFSI finals, but it was kind of like a moment for the region of Vietnam.
Yeah, unfortunately they faltered for the finals, right? In the group stage they were doing so well. They were annihilating some of these top teams at Bermuda. We almost renamed that map to Bermuda, but looking at the performance ever since, they have dropped that and they have been taking up a little bit more of a stronger stance on Purgatory. That has continued into the World Series, but can they dominate that exact same map today? We will have to see. Our predictions are not too far apart, guys.
Relatively similar. I think, especially for the last day, some of these teams are really going to try and climb up that leaderboard. I think Loud is still on their path to proving themselves to being a major threat because it's a team that's very hot and cold. I love watching them, but they just have to work on that consistency. Try and figure out how to get into the late game for all the maps because they have some fire maps, but then they have some pretty chilly ones as well.
I think for Loud, especially yesterday was actually their best performance, 90 total points out of 6 rounds. Week number 1, that is a massive improvement. You can say when you look at Magic Squad, day 4 was actually the second performance, 2 points on the very first day of the group stage. So I think overall these two teams are pretty neck and neck from the same region. The biggest worry is for MIBR. This team is a lot more inconsistent, 59 points on day 1, 14 points on day 2, and then 59 points on day 3.
Yeah, All Glory is just behind them by 5 points. You've also got Hotshot down at the bottom, who's 5 points behind All Glory. So it's pretty much neck and neck in the bottom 6. Of course, WSK can't do much since they are in Group B and they've been eliminated from the knockout stages already. But hoping for Osaka from Group C to make it somehow into the top 12 might be a huge ask. But at the end of the day, this is the World Series. We've got the creme de la creme of teams out there. You don't know what kind of motivational speeches their coaches gave them yesterday. Their managers probably promised to fire them if they don't make it into top 12. So somebody's gonna hustle out there and we're gonna enjoy every single moment.
I think if you want to set a benchmark for your players, right, just aim for 178 points because by that time you would go past UOW.
Sorry, wait, 178 points?
In total. That is the amount of points needed to total, right? So if you get 178, you are guaranteed to overtake GOW. But realistically, there's actually only one spot in the top 12 that is sort of free because every
they're not under any pressure whatsoever. And nobody gets a bonus if they get the #1 spot in top 12.
This is a crucial fight, right? If you are MIBR, you have to somehow win this. And it's easier said than done. They do get Lost 21, so some trace in return. Actually, no, Lost 21 gets picked back up at the last second. Not doing great. MIBR actually was able to rescue Stark, but not Rigby. So if they get knocked out right now, it's going to be basically dog-eat-dog situation. Poco Stars wants to make sure that they get both of them.
Rough spot here for MIBR. Poco Stars. Couldn't get away. Didn't anticipate. Raz up on top. Woodpecker does manage to penetrate through his armor. Puts him down on the ground. But Hasu brings Sergeant as well as Anas back into the mix. And Poco loses Spies as well, leaving Liam all alone. And look at who's decided to join this fray as well. Thoran out of nowhere.
I mean, Poco Star just flew into a Lion's Den and got wiped out by the Brazilians. MIBR saying a prayer right now. PocoStar still has one more guy left, but Thoran is now the target. It's not going to be easy though. Thoran might have 4 members alive, but then Darko needs the reset from the Sonya. Can't find it though. He's going to time out in time. Mexico. Such great movement from this man. Lost 21 also gets picked back up. And Mexico secures the 6th point for them.
And Mexico mini oozed that guy. Liam, beautiful on the rescue. Brings 2 of his teammates right back. But Thoran on the other hand, still in the skirmish against Lau.
What?
Drax. Couldn't go in that 1v2, but Rossi, 2 players down. Lost 21 going for the pickup. And North, the final survivor. Can he find a way to bring his brothers right back in here? Lost 21 makes sure that does not happen. And now in a 1v3, this looks like it's going to be the end for Thoran.
There's no way in, unfortunately. Lost 21, he gets picked back up, instantly equips the Trogon and wipes out the rest of Thoran. This is Loud at their best.
Oh no.
Poco Stars brought back 3 members that all got shot down again. This is Liam against the rest of the world. PocoStar walked into a death trap. They saw what happened to Thoran. This is not a fight you want to take, but BRU got to face off against Osaka of all. Team Esteban needs to help his buddy, but 2 of members of Osaka are already down.
Moshi headshot CQC. I mean, this guy's an absolute monster with an AC-80. Wasana backs away and Jonah secures goals. Yet another one for Jonah. Miniuzi and just a couple of bullets away, and Wasana gets the secure, gets the knock, takes that point away, and one final player from the side of Osaka. They run away from Buriram. They're going to land straight in the lap of PE Sports.
The Hunger Games has already begun. Look at all these teams. It's feast and famine for some of these squads at the bottom of the leaderboard. Hotshot was able to bring the whole squad back, but flying into a dangerous zone though, and BRU, they're going to check every nook and cranny, and they will find Justin. This is the end for Osaka's run in round number 1. They should finish in 9th place, actually in 10th place. BRU with the finisher.
Wasana just hit in the corner. He was just waiting for that Sonya to time out. 3 seconds. Not a lot at all to deal with. Smart plays as usual. But Loud, on the other hand, has managed to survive 2 full-on team battles and still look like they are ready for more at the very edge of the circle. This time it's going to be PocoStars that they take on.
PocoStars actually don't have much with them though. And 3 of them members just got brought back. So you're working with very minimal equipment. They did shoot out that landmine that Loud laid at the entrance. But even then, they are still corralled in this corner. And there are no teams that can threaten Loud at this point. Cowan just playing from outside. As Moshi starts picking up kills off screen onto AGG. Lost 21. He's not going to wait any longer. Mexico helping him up. There's Liam already eliminated. PocoStars in absolute shambles, trying to figure out their bearings. It's Lost 21 in the midst of things. Vice MKS actually was able to take him out. So Lau fighting a even fight. Raz now in danger. Cowan goes up. Great cover from 18 Deer with the Trogon.
18 Deer managing to take Cowan out of the equation. Now 2 Mexico